Hello, hello, and welcome in, Garden Elf and Bread Boy, and anyone else who might be in here. Um, yeah, it was a marathon. It was really fun though. Got to show Tristan Deep Rock Galactic and was teaching him how to play. Nice, nice. I hope he liked it. I didn't check out the VOD yet, but yeah. Let's go in. So today we will likely be looking at thermal propulsion rockets. Maybe. I cannot remember how to build them. But I do think that's likely what we'll want to do at least. So, of course, last time we got automated turbo motors up and running, which is amazing. So, and those are being built slowly over time, but yeah, I mean, that's to be expected. Um, what else? I don't even know. Should get rid of this scrap. We don't need it. Nor you. You can stay. There are quite a few things that we can just scrap, sink. AI limiters we definitely want to keep. He loved it, which made it even better for sure. Nice. Amazing. Good. All of those things can just be synced easily. And then we have a little more build-up of coupons, I guess, which is nice. We have a bit of rain. So, yeah, I definitely also gotta play the game. Gotta try it out. I'm not a real Dane without having tried it, especially one in the game development industry and not even having played it. It's a bit um, sad, but I will at some point, I think. So we will likely just be dismantling all of this because we'll replace it with another complicated setup, I guess. And we'll see what that complicated setup would be, because I don't even know. But yeah, we need to make the thermal propulsion rockets, which is gonna be probably tough to make, but definitely worth it, of course, because the space elevator parts, and well, it gets us even closer to. Okay, I don't wanna take this risk. It gets us even closer to um, finishing phase 4. So I'm curious about it. I don't know what to expect, but from I would guess that phase 5 is the final phase in the game. So I'm definitely getting there towards the end at this point, which is exciting. Of course, I think I will continue playing after completing phase 5. Uh, depends on the achievements. I can't show them here, but so at the very least, I want to see if I can unlock the nut statue, because that's gonna be the toughest one. We've got to go. Just picked up a new horror game with a friend, and I'm not a horror game person, so we'll see how this goes. Have a great stream. Happy building. Well, thank you for dropping by, and good luck with that game. I hope you're gonna be alright. Is it what game is it even? Okay, so thermal propulsion rocket. Thankfully, it doesn't need supercomputers. That's nice. All of these parts we already have building, which is good. I cannot remember how many we need, so let's build the space elevator to check that out. It's 250 we need of the thermal propulsion rockets. Okay. Content warning. Interesting. I haven't heard of it. But I'll try to check it out. Okay. Good. Let's see, so yeah, this has emptied out now. We didn't really get any additional coupons. So it's taking a while on the coupons at this point. I do wonder, I've heard that turbo motors are actually worth a lot. So I'll try to sink one and see how that goes. Yeah, that was worth a lot, in fact. Similar to Repo slash Lethal Company from what I'm seeing so far. Okay, nice. Interesting. I'm curious. If it's gonna be live, I might check out after stream. Let's see, so we need to make the modular engines, which requires smart plating. But it's gonna be a very simple setup, thankfully, which is nice. So assembler. And what do we exactly need? Yeah, you too. Enjoy. So 1 per minute, that means it's 2 smart plating per minute. Okay. That's fine. We'll probably want to sloop everything we can up anyway. And just to make it as quick and efficient as possible. And also fully overclock sounds good with me. So reinforced iron plate and rotors. For the modular engine, we also just need rubber and motors, and that's it. Very simple. Oh yes, spread bar is already live. Nice. Let's see if he'll be live by the time that I'm done, then I'll probably hang for a bit in the chat there. Good, so I'm losing track of things. So smart plating was rotor and reinforced iron plate. Okay. So that's rotor. Let's see, you can kind of just go straight, I'm fine with that. And the plates are right next to you. Okay. So that's easy enough. We just need power from you, that's fine. Guess you're not connected to anything. Okay, good. So smart platings are being made now. Then it's the modular engine, and that's in the manufacturer. Yes. Okay. It's all fine. Let's see. We can put you like here. Hey Rob, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good stream yesterday. I did want to come by, but it was a busy time yesterday for me. Let's see, so that's 10 per minute, so... Hmm. Let's make 2 manufacturers then. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Okay, good. So you are slooped, nice. It was the first affiliate stream, right? Let's just do like that so we can actually snap. Okay. There we have it. So yeah, that's 10 smart plating supported. Yes, amazing. I do want to check on our capacity, because consumption is creeping up for sure. Still not really close, but we're getting there, and once these manufacturers get up and running, it's probably even more significant. Rubber and motors also. Oh, motors are like over here, yeah. Okay. So, oh. I'm pressing the wrong keys. Good. Let's just have you like this, that's fine. We can then rubber. Okay, good. And we go up twice. 1, 2, like so. There we have it. And these were motors, yes. Good. So, we just run the line across. Guess we can line it up here. Okay, good. We put you here. And you here, that's fine. Good. Then we do similar with you. Nice. Okay. What we'll do then is split. So we will go in on this side. Wait. You will be the motors, so we actually want to go in on this side. You will go in the front. You will go here. Oh, the problem is that you guys will overlap because of that. Okay. Yeah, so I'll do something else with these, that's fine. Okay, good. Then we do the splitting. Let's do it above this belt here, just for the sake of things. Oh, okay. Have to be careful about not mousing over belts, I guess. I think here, that's the correct height. Good. And then that shouldn't be too bendy. Nice. And finally, we send you in like so. So that's all the sub parts that we will need. Then that's the final thing. Let's go like here. Let's just push you quite a bit. Here, I feel fine. Okay. Good, so the thermal propulsion rocket needs modular engines and then just a lot of other stuff. Good. Let's fully overclock. That means 6.25 modular engines. And we're making 5. Okay, or we're making 10 actually. Yeah. So, okay. We have a good stockpile of these other parts, except for the turbo motors, but I think we are making enough. Right, so we are making 1.875 times 2 turbo motors. Yeah, 3.75. So we are stockpiling more than we would be using for this, which is nice. That's not fully gonna be the case for the cooling systems and the fused modular frames, but we have kept them going for a little bit. I can see that we are a little low on the cooling systems. Let's just turn these on, I guess, and see how it goes. Let's send the modular engines in here. Does this game come with a diploma in engineering when you finish it? Could have been nice, but I kind of already have that. So, at least in software engineering. I was just working, but last night was my second stream as affiliate. It was good. Still doing external cosmetics on the Iron Factory. It's turned into quite the project with lots of detail. Rather happy with it so far. Should finish tomorrow, although if I get on the PC tonight I might finish the final tedious bits off stream. Okay, nice. Nice, I'm happy to hear. And I'm a little sad that I missed your first affiliate stream. Oh. I'm not gonna care so much about it overlapping. It doesn't even really do that, so I'm fine with it. Okay. Let's connect all of these and have you here, then you here, and finally you here. Good. So it's gonna be like a temporary setup like usual. It's gonna take a while. We need 250 of these. We should definitely also make something first. Do we have what we need for this? We just need a bit of cable. We can quickly grab that, so it's not a big deal. Okay, good. There we have it. Then we can do this again. Perfect. First one was very quiet, 2.2 average, but that's fine. I made good progress last night. I fixed some of the logistics as the pipes weren't 100% efficiency. Yeah, uh, it's interesting. You have some off days, you have some good days, you have some off days. It kind of just switches. Um, and it feels a bit random because, well, when you're small, you depend very much on the few people, right? And if one or two or maybe even three of those people don't show up, then it's gonna be um, a more quiet stream typically. Tuesdays tend to be quieter, Thursdays always seem really busy. Interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder why, because to me, at least in my life, every weekday has kind of just been the same for me, personally. Um, so I'm curious how that works for other people. Okay, good. That's that. Then we just build the storage container back here. Amazing stuff. These are being made. It's strange how some days trend and others don't. Yeah. Yeah, it is weird. It is very weird. You are consuming a lot of power, but so are probably you two also. Like close to 1k. But overall it should be fine. I also don't mind overproducing the modular engines and smart plating, because it seems that it'll be likely that I'll need it for another part later for the final phase. So because that's been the case for all the previous parts. For example, the modular engine was a previous project part. Now we are using that part to make thermal propulsion rockets, the same with the smart plating as well. So I'm guessing if that pattern continues into phase 5, well, then it's not a big deal if we overproduce. Yes. I don't know why they choose to be like this. Let's just see you run away. No, you're stuck. Why are you stuck here and not here? I guess this little rock under the platform. Okay, sure. One achievement I want to get is the manta. So I want to see if I can make that happen. I know that it flies straight through here. Maybe above the platform, I'm not sure. So it's probably flown past recently. Let's see if we can just land on it from here. I don't know how far it flies, but we have good momentum. And it looks like it's slightly turning. We are low on the fuel though, we won't really be making it here. That's fine. Let's try from here maybe. So Breadboy is currently playing a horror game for the kind of first time, which is interesting. We are gonna land on you. Hello. Nice. Now it's a free ride. Amazing. So huge. So we can pet it, and that's also another Steam achievement that I would need. There it is. Wait, you can pet it? Nice. Okay, that was good for us to do. A little bit of a distraction, but it helps us achieve the goal that we want with this playthrough. Okay, good, you finally moved also. Ooh. So, it'll take a bit of time for these. And we'll likely run out of probably cooling systems making them a few times. But that's fine. Then we should actually be more careful here. We need to grab 50 of you and 200 of you. Because we should get the particle enrichment stuff getting done also, so we can make the final well, it's also the final milestone of the phase, but so that we can make particle accelerators. Nice. Fused modular frames. We should have a bunch of those. Those are not really a big deal. Quick wire. Good. Final milestone of the phase also done.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
So, particle accelerators to make nuclear pasta. We have a few thousand megawatts to work with still. We just need a few more cooling systems, and now we have it. So, let's check it out. So, it needs some kind of input of copper powder and pressure conversion cube. Okay. Interesting. And we needed, I believe, 100 of these, right? Of nuclear pasta. Yes, 100. Pasta, yes. It's a very interesting building. A lot of loops. Copper powder, I don't know how to make. Pressure conversion cube, I now know how to make. Okay. So, nuclear pasta. Let's see, pressure conversion cube. They are just made in the assembler. Okay. They of course require even more of this. Okay. So that is interesting. What about copper powder? Oh, that is at least simple. Nice. Good. I like that. I like that recipe a lot. That's very nice. And that goes into the nuclear pasta. It will be used in something else in phase 5, but... So, radio control units we have being made, yeah. Let's just remove this particle accelerator. That's being made up here. So we should be decent on it. We should probably have a full box at this point, pretty much. Yeah, ish. What are you lacking? Crystal oscillators. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we don't have that many going in here. I'm surprised. But you're making 2 per minute, right? Yeah. 2 per minute are being made. So I'm a little surprised. And I guess that's because this... Yeah. Okay. We're actually using more. Particle accelerators are one of the best sounding machines in the game. Nice, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I'm gonna immediately go for that, I think. I just need to find a good copper place that I am not making use of anymore. Or yet, rather. So you are normal purity. That's it. I have a few thousand left over. Ooh, it's expensive. Interesting. I'm not struggling for power. I know the max consumption is very close, but a lot of my machines are not actively working. And right now also it's a lot higher because I'm slooping and fully overclocking a few manufacturers here. So I should overall be fine on power, I would say. Because it says, I think it was up to 1500 megawatts per. So I could have like at least 2 of them running at in this moment, for example. Of course, I don't know how much power nuclear pasta requires. I also don't know how much copper powder I can make. That's something else. I want to see if I can find something a little better than just normal purity. Oh, that's 3 normals. I mean, 3 normals seems like a good place to go. Hello? I feel old school using the basher now on enemies. But it's fun. Any more? No? Yeah? Is it? I mean, I have more than enough power to do so, so it's not a big deal. I also have enough sloops to do it. Nice jump. Okay, good. So we can mine 240 per minute from each of these. We could also overclock that as well. We could build a smelter line fully slooped also. To double that output further. But, I mean, we only needed 100. So we need 600 copper ingots per minute. Okay. That should be very doable. Let's just start the build then. So, I don't know exactly what to do here. If I remember correctly, with the smelters, it is a 1-to-1, right? Yeah, it is. So, let's say we need 600 copper ingots to support the 100 per minute here. Yes. Pressure conversion cube, we will just set up like just temporary setup, that's fine. It's gonna be, if we only have one particle accelerator, not even overclocked, that would take, we need to make 100 of these. So that would take 200 minutes, which is a lot of time. That is 3.3 hours. So we might want to make 1200. Yeah, 1200 copper per minute, which sounds like a lot, but I think we should still be capable of supporting that. Let's say we have the 240 times 3. Yeah, we just overclock them to close to 200 clock speed, each of the miners. No, we don't even need to do that because we're doubling the output. We can actually slightly underclock them. So, yeah, we just need to be mining 600. So 200 per miner here. Okay. And then we can double from the smelter output. I like that idea. We can also sloop here. Yes. Good. So, oh god, but sloop will probably make it take so much more power. It doesn't fully say. There aren't any descriptions, right, in the man? No, not really. But I think it's a significant increase in power to sloop. And usually to sloop, you kind of do that to also save on the input. So I don't think we need to do that in this case. We should be more than capable of supporting what we need here. So I think it's better to build 2 particle accelerators then. So that sure we'll spend more resources, but the power cost will not be as excessive. And that halves our time. And then we'll check how expensive it'll get, and depending on that, maybe even slooping one of them. Or maybe 2, who knows. So, I think that's gonna be the idea. Let's see how that idea will go. We need to build these miners first, at the very least. We should also bring some power. We don't have power fully nearby. You can always save power by building 4 particle accelerators at 25% clock speed. Yeah, that's true. Yes, because the exponential power cost also goes down as well, which is interesting. So, yeah. It's just a shame that the particle accelerators do cost some of the things that I don't have a lot of. And that I also need for for the thermal propulsion rockets. I want to check how this is going. Yeah, so one of these belts, which is the cooling system, is already empty, which is never a nice sign. They're getting spent very, very quickly. But we have a good amount already. I'm surprised. So, I think we have enough cooling systems for 3 particle accelerators at this point. So this will stop for a bit, stop working for a bit. That's fine enough. We'll let the cooling systems build up. Let's take from here. No, here. That's a decent one to take. It's so nice seeing like a very end game recipe just being in the constructor and just coppering it into copper powder. Super convenient, super nice. First simple recipe in a while. Feels very good. Very refreshing. You know, this game starts becoming so complicated towards this point of the game that I have started missing the early parts of the game so much. Easy sloop point 2, yeah. Okay. Good. Let's merge. Let's build more platform here. Oh, we're getting a bit hilly here, which is not convenient. That's a little annoying. Here it also gets a bit hilly. Here it doesn't fully. We have the option of sending it up also. So what we could do is like something like this and just make a lift up, and then we can make use of a lot more space here. That could work. Yeah. So let's build somewhere here. How's the job search going? Have you had any increasing opportunities, interesting opportunities pop up at all? No. It's very quiet at the moment on that front. To be honest, it has been ever since I got unemployed. Yeah. All of it is just very, very quiet, sadly. No leads, no nothing. It's just, it's not a good time to be unemployed right now. That's the tough part. Let's see. Why is that? Well, I think simply it's a mix of still recovering from COVID and people overhiring for tech opportunities, and I think it's AI related also. So people are looking for AI specialists I don't want to work with AI. I don't like AI that much. Um, and so I'm not what they're looking for either. Um, and yeah, that's. I think those are like the main 2 points. Then generally, it seems the job market here in Denmark is not great, with unemployment rates also increasing a whole bunch over the last year's time. So yeah, it's kind of a mix of all of that at once, I think. But I mean, I'll be fine. I still have like a good amount of time left on benefits. I'm not really worried about it, but I will start getting worried if my situation looks the same in a year from now. Definitely. Um, it's also part of why, uh, of course, I do like streaming and all of that, but it's also a bigger reason as to why I want to grow here is to try to see where it can get me. Um, Even though the financial is not like the big motivator, it is something that I want to see how it can go. Um, but yeah, uh, that's kind of where I'm at. I wonder why the... Oh, because you're not connected. Okay, that's actually nice. I don't mind that. So yeah, I'm also testing this from a financial perspective as well, to see where it could lead me. Uh, and yeah, that's kind of it. Hopefully stream can keep going in a good direction. Yeah, I think it's unreasonable to think that it could replace any kind of full-time employment slash benefit salary. I don't think it could get to that point. I don't think it could ever get to that point, with my stream at least. But of course, the closer to that, the better as well, right? So I don't think it will be truly possible, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's tough to say. Um, right now, I've been surprised about the amount of support that I've seen, which is amazing, right? Of course, it's not enough to be able to support me full time, and that's to be expected. Um, but yeah, I mean, we'll just see. No matter what, I think I'll end up being fine in the long run financially either way. Um, so I have some big uh, backup straws that I could, well, kind of just take from. So I will not be, no matter what, I don't think I will end up in a terrible position financially. But like seeing money come in, even if it's not a lot from Twitch, is more than I would have ever expected. To be honest, it's fantastic. It's amazing, and I'm very lucky to be in the position that I am. So um, even with a year of effort, I wouldn't have expected this to grow to this extent at that point. So to be where I am now within just a couple of months of like taking it especially seriously, doing it daily, it's been way faster than I ever expected. Um, and um, and to see that, well, I have made a couple of 100 of crowns, which is the local currency, from the stream is super motivating. Um, sure, it's not a huge amount, but like it's enough to, let's say, buy the next game that I will play on stream, for example. That puts me at like a net neutral for the for the money that I put into streaming and all of that. And that's a fantastic place to start, at least, right? Mm. And I see still a steady trend line up of average viewers each week, which is fantastic. It shows that things are still growing, and that's great to see. Of course, I worry when that trend line will start plateauing / hitting some kind of ceiling, but for now, it's looking good. And we'll just see for how long that continues, trending up. I definitely also want to look into doing some collaboration streams with people. Of course, I've talked to Breadboy about Deep Rock Galactic. That could be fun. Also, showing off a Danish game to a wider audience is always cool. So yeah, let's see. Wishing you the best of luck. Thank you. You're smashing it, and I hope your efforts keep yielding results and you grow exponentially. Well, I appreciate it. It's rough because I kind of, it's cool to see things growing, right? It's cool to see that people actually care about what you're making and doing. I do worry a bit about growing past a certain point. Because I also want to have a good community of people where people feel more like people rather than numbers, right? And when you have possibly in the tens or in the 50s or in the hundreds of regular viewers, I can imagine that it becomes that people start to look a little more like numbers than actual people, which is also not a visual that I want to have, let's say. And so I still hope that I can keep, like, if it grows to that point, that I can keep that kind of community feeling still through that. So also there will be an ad break in 2.5 minutes, just to let you guys know. I have to run ads on my channel. Twitch wants to earn money off of you. So that's how it is. Okay. Let's see. So since we'll be making 1200 copper ingots, of course we cannot merge all of this onto one belt, because it only supports 780. So we should keep these lines separate, which is fine, very doable. So what we'll do is we will make constructors here. I guess, yeah. We also have the option of slooping the constructors rather than the smelters, I guess. It'll be a case of constantly adapting to your audience, but I think you'll be okay in time. I'll always hang out when I can and support you with a sub or watching ads. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Uh, it's it's tough. It's tough. It's fun. It's all of that, but it's also tough at the same time. So we need 600 divided by 50. Oh, that's 12. Okay. That's fine. Three, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, I mean, I think I'll be fine. I just have some worries, of course. I don't know if I'll ever get to that point either way, so maybe there's nothing to be worried about. But I mean, yeah, it's just preparing for the future. Let's say, thinking about what the future could look like. And in the end, I know that I'll be fine. I just have to figure out how to work it out how to work all of it out. Let's keep you here. Even when you jump to other games, I'll try to get out of my single track mind and away from Satisfactory a bit. I'll be expanding my game choices soon, but I'm not sure I'll make it to stream. Yeah, don't worry too much about it, right? I mean, you should do what you feel is right. Of course, I appreciate any kind of support, and I appreciate you being here, and all of that. But also make sure that you're keeping yourself entertained and that you're enjoying what you're doing, because, well, if your only purpose to watch my streams and watch something that you don't really mind is to just support me, I think it's okay for you to find, let's say, another Satisfactory streamer that you really enjoy watching as well. I'm not treating this as a competition, let's say. I don't want to be fighting for my viewers to say any of that, right? I think if that mattered to me, then I also wouldn't be rating people at the end of my stream, because that sends viewers to other people and people that streams around the same time as me, who, you know, maybe they will find more entertaining than I am, and I'm perfectly okay helping people out finding a new favorite streamer, let's say, that they might end up enjoying more than me. So, yeah. That's also a thing. So, make sure that you prioritize yourself over it all, and anything extra, I appreciate it. Hey Plump, hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. I'm here for yourself too, because you're chilled and I like the way you play and narrate your playthrough. Also the conversation in the chat. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I mean, what's fun is that I have a surprisingly big community of fantastic people who like come in here and chat and have fun, enjoy. Um, it's very nice. I like it a lot, and I'm very happy with what has happened so far. Um, so I'm curious where things will go and how things will be. I'm good, I just managed to make an important phone call that I've been forgetting about for multiple days, so my student loans are officially sorted. Nice. Student loans? Is that a thing in Sweden? I'm surprised. I guess it kind of is here also, but probably not in the traditional sense. Let's see. This is a lot of constructors. It's cool looking though. And it's very nice and like super simple. We don't need the merger here. For once. Easy to set up. Yeah, we got a grant and a loan with really good interest. So you can study full time and get about 13.5k Swedish crowns. Nice. Per month. That's pretty nice. I do think we have some... We actually do have student loans here now that I think about it as well. But it's not something that people often take because you get paid to study here. You earn around, I think, 11k Danish crowns per month studying if you are not living with your parents. That is a requirement for that 11k. If you're living with your parents, it's like 6k. That's also before taxes. But you can also get a student loan with low interest on top of that as well. So I guess we actually do have it here. In probably a similar way. They're definitely the lowest interest loans that you can have in Denmark. At least government loans. Okay. Good. Nice. Looking great. So we have 12 times 2, that's 24. So we are making 24 times 50, which is... Wait, what? Okay, I messed this up completely. I think I was looking at the 50 per second from the copper powder and not the 300 per second of the ingots. Yeah, so we only need 2 constructors per side. Wow. So 4 constructors total. I was just looking at the wrong thing. I overcomplicated it for no reason. I'm too used to making all of these complicated setups. Now I'm overcomplicating things that don't need to be so complicated. But you only have a certain amount of total years of full-time student loans that you can get, and since I've been studying for 5 years already, I have only 1 year of loans left. I have 2 years more of studies. Yeah. Okay. Is that troublesome if in your situation? So I had to make sure I could spread it out and only get half, but doing double the amount of time. Yes. Which unfortunately means that I'll have to work at the same time, but oh well. At least I'll get a master's degree. Yeah, I get it. It's rough. It's... working while studying is not easy. What you can hope to do is you can find like a relatively simple job while studying that doesn't require a lot of like brain work and all of that, because you kind of need to save that for studying. Like I had a job during my bachelor's also, and that was just like making a few changes sometimes in some documents, and that was kind of it. There wasn't much brain power put behind anything, which was very nice. So it was a calm job. It was a lot of work, but it was calm at the very least. Okay, we can merge here. Oh, we do merge here. No, we split here. Yeah. Okay. So we can merge here. You also don't necessarily need to merge, but I do like generally merging things. Merging lines, and then I can split them after. It feels nicer that way. I don't know why. It just does to me. Okay. I live with my... I mean, it's a bit stressful because I'll get about that amount of per month, and the rent is 10k, yeah. I live with my partner though, so we will make it through. Nice, good. Yeah, having roommates slash partners definitely saves on the finances for sure. Being capable of splitting that rent in two is a big bonus. I'm trying to get a job at a fabric store because I do a lot of textile crafts. So being in that type of environment will be calming. Nice. That's very nice. And it's also something that I won't bring home, you know. Yeah. And if I don't get that job, I'll probably have to go back to working in a retirement home, which I have about 5 years of experience in, so I can easily get a job. But I'd rather not. So it's the last option. Yeah. I mean, especially while studying, working in retirement homes, I can imagine is a lot of mental work. Maybe in a different way. It's a lot of working with people, right? And working with people is very exhausting. Especially with people who need your help constantly. It's very tough on the brain. And then of course, you can also come into bad news, especially in a retirement home. Which also affects your mental state. Which your mental state is very important for studying also. So, yeah. Okay, nuclear pasta. We need to make these also. Am I doing things right here? I'm questioning myself a lot. Oh! Yes, we just had a bot follow and hit the follower goal. Amazing. Yay. Great. Oh god. That's... That's a little sad. Yeah, it scared me also. Came out of nowhere. Yeah. If only that follower goal was hit naturally and not by some bot trying to sell me something. I want it to be real people, and I want it to be a celebration of real people doing things and not just a bot coming in and following within the minute. Oh well. It's fine. So, yes, I'm making 200 copper powder per minute. I can make 400 copper powder per minute also if I sloop everything. That's good to know. I want to check the capacity. It should have gone down now. I can imagine the thermal propulsion rockets are not working anymore. So, okay. So, the pressure conversion cube, we need to make, let's say, one of those per minute. Which we automatically do with just one assembler. Okay. That's fine. Let's make the assembler like here. Just at the edge of the platform is fine. Can put you like here. Organization with boxes. I know this is not like fully automated or anything like that. That's not really what I'm going for. Just a temporary setup. Because we only need to make these for a bit. Okay. Maybe let's sloop it and put it to half. Because then we are using less radio control units especially. Which we noticed we have not that many of. How many do we need for 100 nuclear pasta? Is it, let's see. It just needs one cube. So we need to make 100 of these. That means that we should put in 50. Let's also just cycle through once. We need screws for that, so that we can activate it. I accidentally blocked someone on Steam. I was just gonna decline the friend request. Well, I mean, that's fine. If you were gonna decline anyway, it's not a big deal, I guess. Okay. Yeah, let's just plug you all the way up. So we would need now I cannot see it. But I think we would need 100 radio control units. Because it was someone who has been very nice and left a lot of hype comments on a mod I made. Ah, I see. Yeah. I see, I get it. You made a mod for what game? I also made a mod at some point. It got quite popular. It's quite interesting. So I don't want them to be blocked, but I don't know them, so I don't want to be friends. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I only have friends. My friends on Steam are only people that I know in real life. From real life. I don't have a single online friend on Steam. It's a mushroom decor mod pack for Paralives. Nice. I haven't checked out Paralives, but it's been hyped a lot. Yeah, so we need 2 to make 2, yeah, so we need 100 radio control units that we have. Where did they go? They're here. And then for the fused modular frames, we just need 200, I think, fused. which we also easily have. Okay, nice. Finally, let's just make it all Mark 5 because we can. We can show off. Majority of my Steam friends are online friends. Yeah, most of my friends in general are online friends. I've always had an easier time connecting with people online. Yeah, I've always had the difference, the complete opposite. Um, I I have always been a lurker on the internet. I would never post anything anywhere. I would never like reply. I would never comment on anything. I would never talk to anyone. I would never join random places and say anything. Complete like silence from my side on all of internet my whole life pretty much. So yeah, a lot has changed this past year, I would say. What you're seeing now is not my typical self or how I have been most of my life, I guess. Like my best friend, for example, who is Danish and whom I've never actually met. But I'm supposed to visit her at the beginning of August, unless my economy crashes. Yeah, depends on if I can get a job or not. Bit of a jump to now streaming. Yeah, I mean, I did stream previously, but I would say the bigger jump is that I'm communicating a lot with people. Um, so that's the real difference. Because streaming itself, I mean, I could stream to people and just, well, just that. But I'm also keeping contact and all of that. That's the real difference here now, I would say. Okay. These are huge, by the way. Okay, I wonder how much power it'll take. We'll see. I want to test out the slooping of one also. We can send you up. I don't mind that. Let's make it Mach 5. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, and just go all the way to the end. Meow hasn't been streaming for a while. I hope that they're doing okay. I mean, it is the vacation time after all, so maybe it's just vacation. I hope, at least, and that it's not something more serious. Hey Tristan, hope you're doing well. My confidence has grown a lot more in the past year and a half as well. I had never interacted with a stream before, but then I did. I joined that community, became a moderator, met so many people and had the confidence to try a bunch of new games. Nice. Amazing. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I don't even know if it was a confidence issue on my side. I don't truly know what it was. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. It feels good because you're like talking to a lot of people. I was feeling a bit lonely as well because a lot of my friends have also started now making families and stuff like that, and I'm kind of left alone because people are busy with their own life, obviously, as they should be. Busy raising kids and becoming husbands and all of that crazy stuff. Which that's just not where I am in life at the moment. But I can relate to degree, I used to be afraid of going out, driving, socializing, clubbing, dancing. I passed my driving test at 25. Oh. I had to get quiet for that for that show. So passed my driving test at 25. Yeah, I also just passed mine in the beginning of this year, actually at 28. I was at that time. Now I'm 29. Last 8 years with my wife have made me a lot more confident that I've gotten to streaming with a camera right off the bat. Nice. Now I spend about wait, where did it go? Now I spend about 27 on Twitch, yes. Hi Rod. What are you guys talking about right now? It's eerie. It is. It's cool, definitely. It sounds like music, interestingly. Let's check. Yeah, so power cost is very high. Would I blow a fuse if I sloop one of them? Let's do it for this one because it's further in the process. Not a lot further. Yeah, so it goes from 500 up to 1500 at least without slooping. And congrats on the watch streak also, Tristan. 3 days. It's very cool, but also very loud. I got mine at 18, but my boyfriend still doesn't have one, and we're 24, 25, so I'm now allowed to be the teacher, so he can practice driving with me. Yes. So, we now have nuclear pasta being made. And this should just work while we do other things. So, if we have the 2 machines, we're making 1 per minute. That means 100 minutes, which means a little over 1.5 hours on these. Okay, now you go all the way up to 6K. I really don't think our capacity can support that. You're at 2K now. You'll go up by like 4K. Yeah. It'll be just on the edge. So I think we're not gonna try risking it. Let's put you down a little bit. No, that doesn't change things. Oh god. I hope that we'll be able to support this. It keeps going up, keeps rising. we have the option of turning this one off. So then we have a little more headroom. Yeah, then we'll be fine. Okay. Does it hurt to go here? No. Nothing really happens. Good. I saw V Rising just went on sale. Oh god. It's getting so close. But yeah, we'll be just fine. So we cannot sloop. Definitely not. Not while having them both on at the same time. Yes. So that's something that I could consider picking up potentially. Okay, let's turn you back on. Good. So there we have it. It's okay if we overproduce a bit because it seems like we'll need more nuclear pasta for the final phase. So I'm okay with that. Let's merge here. But I think we're just gonna leave it like this. Oh, whoa. Okay. I had a massive lag spike that just sent me flying into the air. That must be like a speedrun trick that you can do in this game. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I kind of want to get away from these machines because they're very loud. So let's just do this and let it go. Move elsewhere. Oh god. So yeah, radio control units. I hope we'll be fine. Maybe what we'll do is just place a dimensional depot on top so that we can keep track elsewhere. I don't mind that. Okay. In Sweden you have to have had your license for 5 years and be at least 24 years old to be the teacher. Interesting. Yeah, like instructor, I guess, maybe. Hey guys, have you seen Garden Elf recently? Well, recently as in earlier in the stream, yes. But Garden Elf is typically watching from work, so sometimes they might not be fully active in the chat at least. They're usually listening most of the time. But yeah, you know, work can demand from people. Okay, so generally we should be very fine on power, I think. So with the manufacturers, with the particle accelerators working, all of that, it should be fine. Let's see. Let's put more cooling systems in here. Let's just put all of them in. That's fine. I can't decide if I want to play Satisfactory or Palia. I looked at Palia recently. I had never heard of it. Then I looked up like an online game on Switch, on the original Switch, and saw it. I had never heard of it, but I've seen you mention it quite a bit. It's really addictive. Yes. What is it about? I don't think I looked into the game fully. So we let's sync some items. I really want to be careful with some of these items. But yeah, syncing these helps at least a little bit with getting more coupons. Not a lot at this stage, but yeah, we have grown by 2 coupons since last time we checked, which is nice. It's really addictive. It's free to play, cozy life sim MMO. Life sim. Wow. Okay, a gardener. I have to thank you so. I'm guessing you meant Cardinal. So much for giving me that sub. It's like Stardew Valley, but with Zelda Breath of the Wild graphics. Nice. I hope you will enjoy yourself. I do. Yes, perfect. Stardew Valley is also something that I have to play at some point. That I still haven't played. But from my understanding, it's a big time commitment. I think I want to play it on stream at some point, but I do want to, I think, take a bit of a break from these like long-running series and games, and try to play a few shorter games, like that are just a few streams worth of streaming, I guess. So Stardew Valley might be like a later thing, as I've mentioned in a previous stream. I'm thinking that it could be fun to like turn my stream into someone who plays fantastic games for the very first time, because there are so many fantastic games that I haven't played. Sheepy, a short adventure. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll put it on my Steam wishlist. Sheepy. Oh, and it's free to play? No, it's another Sheepy. But that's also free to play. Okay. I'm adding it to my wishlist, then I know that I have it at least ready. If I decide to play it. Fantastic reviews, wow. Okay. Nice. It's like 1 to 3 hours and it's so amazing. Perfect. You have the soundtrack on vinyl. Nice. Yes. Okay, so we kind of have everything we need. We're just waiting for things to be built. We have finished all the milestones. All of that stuff. I do want to study rocket fuel. That could be interesting. Empty fluid tank. That's easy enough. I could make that in hand even. We should have a few in here. Nice. So, let's make 10 of you. I'm gonna unlock it. Let's see if I'm gonna do something with it. But unlocking it for sure. Then just a little bit of turbo fuel. Okay. Trust me, you won't regret it. It's such a beautiful game, both in terms of graphics, audio, and game feel. Absolutely love Sheepy, and I will always shamelessly plug it whenever I get the chance to. Yes. Nice.
Rocket fuel unlocked. Pioneers will be able to use rocket fuel in the fuel generator and any vehicle that uses fuel, including the jetpack, with appropriate results. Warning: mixing rocket fuel into coffee does not enhance its energizing effect.
Okay. I wasn't planning to do that, but now that sounds like a good idea. Ionized fuel also. Oh, hello, Basti Nastard. um, how was the stream yesterday? Nice to see you in. Of course, I play 2 games right now, Diablo 2 and Satisfactory. I don't know if you know Satisfactory at all. If you don't know it, I'm quite.
This is a reminder that every policy that you have ever heard from the Fix-It company is no longer in effect. As of now, the new policies are survive, colonize, and control.
Yes, thank you. Sound alerts have clearly changed a setting that I turned on. I don't want it to be posting twice what you made Ada say, so I have to do that again. You've never played it? Yeah, then it's a bit of a rough time to come in because I'm quite late into the game. Let me just fix this issue with the Ada voice. Let's see. Chat notification is disabled on it. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna leave it be then. Yeah, so... Oh god. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay or cooldown on it, I think. Just so they don't overlap at least. That's the idea. So... Good, how am I? Never played it. Well... Oh, it's tough to start explaining. Simply, you're a guy who has to do work, who mines up resources from the ground, takes those resources, turn them into bars, let's say, turn those bars into screws or other things, rods, whatever it could be, uses those parts to then make more complicated parts, and yeah, so on and so forth. Then you also start working with liquids and with alien technology and all of that stuff, and you feed complicated, very complicated aspects of that up to a huge machine-ish thing called the space elevator. Here I can build it quickly. You can just dismantle it for free, so it's not a big deal to just place. It has a very cool animation. I'll show it to you. Very, very nice. So we see this coming down. This platform is a bit in the way. It's very cloudy today, but we can see this one. Ready to grab on. Coming down. I love this animation. It's amazing. There we go. And so I have to build complicated parts to feed into this. That's the end goal. And then that builds a big platform up here, like space station, that you can barely see through the clouds. You can see a bit of the stuff here. And yeah, that's the end goal of the game. My personal goal of the game will be to try to finish all Steam achievements. And so I will be playing for a little longer than just feeding all of those parts into the space elevator, I think. And actually right now we're kind of preparing ourselves to feed the penultimate, um, what would it be called, delivery into the space elevator. Um, the fourth of 5 total, I think. We also have this alien power augmenter who gives us a ton of power. We can also fly with and go ragdoll mode. That's super aesthetically pleasing. It definitely is. It's a very impressive game. They put a lot of effort into everything, pretty much. I built something just before you came in that I could show you. That's also super pleasing. There's a reason why this game is called Satisfactory. It is very satisfying. I also have a train, by the way. Yeah, that's also something that you can make. These things, particle generators. So they're also working right now making nuclear pasta, which sounds strange, I know. But they also have fantastic animation and sound. A little eerie, as Plump said earlier, but I think it was Plump anyway. But cool, sounds like music. Sounds like how to get superpowers, yeah, true. And yeah. I have a lot going on in this world, and you always will later in the game. So there is a lot more. We need 100 of this nuclear pasta. We have 21 so far. It's the interdimensional gate Thanos went through to get his army on Earth, yes. If only I knew. I don't even watch movies. I know Thanos, but I don't know much other than he snapped and half the world population was deleted, snapped into non-existence. But that's just from roaming the internet, not actually watching any of the movies. So you of course have power that you have to manage. Otherwise, then how all these machines gonna be running? I have a big road that sends a lot of parts back to my storage. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit of a weirdo when it comes to that stuff. Not a big movie guy. So a lot of references can fly over my head a bit when it comes to movies. So as you can see, we're sending a lot of resources from all the way over here back to our base. Also some from here. Yeah. It would have been easier to explain if it was earlier in the playthrough, I will say. Because I can imagine this is a bit overwhelming to get a grasp of. But yeah, I saw that you were streaming also before I started. I hope it was a good stream. I hope you got some good drops. Fantastic progress on your character and all of that. They smash movies into our brains in the States, yeah. I'll get all the references, yes. Well, to be fair, a lot of Danes, I'm Danish, also watch a lot of movies. I'm just one of the weirdos who don't. Turbo motors, we might be running out of. We have... No, we should be fine. We're almost there. If you drop the pasta on the ground, check out the close-up. Yes, it's nice. Let's go into photo mode and see it. Oh, you cannot go that low even. It's very cool. So much impressive detail in everything. Even like the smallest of things Like, they don't need to make it this impressive um, on the conveyor belts, right? They don't need to make a model out of it. They could simply just have made like cardboard boxes with the, let's say, the inventory icon on them. But no, they want to go out of their way to make it, to make a 3D model for every part in the game. It's super impressive. And it's very nice. It is indeed. It's very cool. So I would suggest the game. I would recommend it. I will say it's fairly addicting. It is fun. It is a lot of work. It's like, well, you're a Diablo 2 player, so you're used to putting thousands of hours into playing the game. At least in this case, it's only like a couple of hundred, maybe. Uh, but still, that sounds a lot to a lot of people who are used to, let's say, story-based games. Yeah. Then you also have some enemies roaming around the place that will try to hurt you. Yeah, a couple of hundred. But that's nothing to a Diablo 2 player. So that's fine. Not so much. There are some weird things where things are kind of popping in and out on low resolution to high resolution models. I think it's because I'm kind of on the edge of performing at 60 FPS in the game at this point. D2 is like 10 years minimum, yeah. I played a game called EverQuest for 17 years. I swear I don't play games too much. Oh god. EverQuest is known to be possibly the most grindy MMO of its time, right? I never played it. I did play a lot of World of Warcraft, and I know that's the major inspiration. Major initial inspiration, at least. We also have sinks that we can just pump all of our useless stuff into. That I do a lot, and then we earn coupons to buy stuff in a shop. Thankfully, not actually real life shop, which is good. No real money to spend in here. You can buy hard drives. Interesting. So one of the things that I need to save up for is this golden nut statue. That's the big one. EverQuest was referred to as Evercrack by the fan base. Oh god. Yes. Then, of course, we have the Cyber Wagon as well. A fantastic vehicle that works amazingly, just as advertised. Look at these amazing rims. Look at this. These sharp corners. Amazing stuff, right? And look, even completely bulletproof glass. Amazing. We can power it on and drive it. Look at this. There are some issues, but you'll get used to them. Like, often, like, braking is tough. I didn't mean to fall here, you know. It happens. Sometimes it tends to turn right when you want to turn left, so you kind of have to go go right all the way to turn left. That's just how it is. But you know, it's fantastic quality otherwise. Of course, all of this can be patched via firmware and software patches, right? So no issues at all. Tesla didn't sue. Oh, I have a few machines that I have down here. The brakes are so bad on this one. But of course, it's a little nod to a certain company, let's say. Yeah. We're going to start playing some buckshot roulette, so I don't think I'm gonna reply much. No problem, no problem. Have fun. Enjoy the game. Yeah. So that's also something that exists in the game. So you also have a robot voice talking to you a lot called Ada, who maybe we can do something with. I think we would be capable of this rebar. We don't have 150 rebar. So Ada is a robot voice that talks to you in the game also. I have a channel point redemption in my channel where you can make Ada talk um, just through text to speech. Of course, it doesn't happen in the game, but yeah, Ada is a comedic, sassy uh, robot working for the company, the big company that you're doing all of this work for, uh, who's always there to make sure that you feel the worst that you possibly can, and to make sure that you do your work. Let's see. So quartz, we just need the crystals. There we have it. So you can get to hear her through doing this research here.
Shatter rebar unlocked. These quartz-infused rebars fracture when fired, launching deadly debris in a wide spread. Fix-It does not condone the use of such violent methods, so make sure there are no witnesses.
Make sure there are no witnesses, indeed. So Fix-It is the company that we work for, which is why you see the branding all over the place, right? We have our little base of operations. It's all very low resolution. I think the game is kind of doing some weird tricks to make the game run smoothly on my side. It's a little rough on my PC because it's not a super high-end PC, and well, I'm streaming at the same time as well, so it's a little rough. I'll be listening, shaving my head real quick. Yes, been running around looking homeless. No problem, no problem. Here you go, the most probably explanation. Suspended globule of neutron-rich degenerate matter kept from touching the container.
Bastinastard, you are being officially invited to join the community of Satisfactory. Please knee down for receiving the Orden of the Ada. Mr. Koala-Lumpur, please proceed with the project. We need more pasta.
We need more pasta, yes. That's Garden Elf redeeming the Ada voice in the channel. We can also do the Explorer. That's cool.
Explorer unlocked. This personnel transport vehicle facilitates rapid traversal of difficult terrain and climbs like a mountain goat that has returned from extinction.
Climbs like a mountain goat that has returned from extinction. Yeah, it's very annoying with that sound alerts thing. I don't really want my chat to be flooded with like automatic messages. Now we have the Explorer finally. It's taken a while. Oh god. Driving is tough. It starts drifting a lot. Oh. Are you one that... No. You're scared of me. I was hoping you could have been Roger, but you're not. Oh well. I still don't know what happened to Roger. He's gone. Nice. It's effective against animals, which is good. Yeah, definitely. You were here. You were the only one here when Roger was tamed back in those days. Oh god. Okay. Oh, we have ads in a minute. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't want to be running ads on my channel, but Twitch wants to earn money from all of you, and I don't have a choice. Yeah, he must be alive somewhere. I don't think he can die. Mm. Thinking about it, though, not to ruin the mood or anything, but there did used to be a poison cloud here. Just here. Of course, no longer, but when Roger existed, we didn't have explosives. So, I'm not saying anything, but yeah, let's keep it at that. There's actually a bug when the lizard dog goes walking through the forest. They sometimes can just glitch through the tree roots and drop down into the void. Yeah, hopefully that didn't happen to Roger. But this was Roger's original pen, where he was kept safe. Of course, I found out very early on that he can just slim his body through this like a cat. So, which I cannot, for example. So, he escaped immediately. But it was such a nice, natural pen for him. Filled with nature, grass, a little bit of a lookout place here onto all of the machines, with the fantastic noise of machines working 24/7 also. You might be able to find Roger if you load your save into Satisfactory calculator and show all creatures. Yeah, I probably should do that, to be honest, because we need to find Roger, and I don't think there is a good way of doing so without external help. So, yeah, I definitely should do that. Mine was just has one square with 4-meter walls all around. Yeah. Let's do it. We can try. We can try. Let's see. So let me then let me just change the notepad to show Chrome instead. Let me open Satisfactory calculator before I leak anything. Okay, good. I mean, there isn't much to leak, but I do want to make sure that that doesn't happen, at least. Let's see. Here we have it. Good, I consent. Is it the interactive map, maybe? How do I even work this? It's also so quiet. Let's stand somewhere away from machines, but have the music in the background from the game. Good. I didn't turn on this. Now it's here. We see it. Okay. Gonna have a bit of grass in the bottom. That's just how it is. Top right arrow. Aha, yes, I see it. Then I just need to find the save. Is that like in app data? Does this seems like the kind of game that could tell me where it is on my computer, but it doesn't. Okay. App data. Percent app data percent. Is it in local or what? Does it say? Aha, yes, local app data. Aha. Let's write that. Local app data. Okay, then it's in factory game. Yes. Good. Saved. And then save games. Okay. And then sort by date modified. This one. Let's see. But what if Roger doesn't show? Then we know what happened, or we might not know what happened, but there is... Who are you? No, that's far away, right? Here? What? Wait. What? Where? Is he under? I feel like I'm seeing orange. Yeah, it's... But... Okay, it's not here. Let me... So... Can I... do like this? There we have it. So, here? It must be these machines, right? So... Is he underground? But there's no space down here. Maybe... So... Does he have coordinates? Well, it could only be here, right? Unless he moved a lot suddenly. I think what Tristan said has maybe happened. That's... Advanced debug. This is the coordinate, I guess. So... Because he's definitely not here. What is his... I think Unreal Engine uses the Z axis as down, up and down. So it's not like crazy high Z axis coordinate, right? I mean, considering that the X axis has the same amount of digits. So it's not like he's like endlessly in the void, but then again, like, can I see these machines are probably yeah, so he must be lower than the machines. What is this? Yeah. He's lower than the machines, significantly lower. So He is under the world somehow, somewhere. That's where he is. That must be the case. But we know that he's alive. I think. 8 feet under, but not. Okay. He is alive. He is alive. That's the main thing. So, I mean, we have the option of doing a little bit of save editing, right? Like, we could update the position and... Because I think we want him back. We definitely want him back. Print. We need a blueprint to get under the ground. Yeah, but he's very far under the ground. And I wouldn't be able to save myself from that. Doesn't save editing mess up with achievements? Oh, that's a good point. If it does. It doesn't. Okay. That does scare me a bit though. So it's not gonna affect anything. I mean, even then I can just have... I don't care so much about the achievement on Steam itself. Just as long as I meet the achievement requirements. So, like, it should be fine either way. For me. I don't mind it. So, let's make a new save. Let's actually stand on the ground while doing that though. Okay. Good. Game has saved. Let's go back and let's put in this new save. Can always load from a clean save. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so update position. Let's have the music on again in the background. The ambient noise. Maybe not the factory noise. Let's be here. Okay. Good. So where do we put him? That's the big question. So we want him like at a similar position as these. So let's copy this and let's plus a few meters, like so. Then yeah, now he goes kind of with the machines. Yeah. Yes, 4 meters should be fine, right? 4 meters above the assemblers here, I think. Good. So, how do I extract then? Here, download save game. I didn't read what that said. I hope nothing bad. Compiling objects. Just said it'll have the word calculator at the end of the file name. Okay, that's fine. I have a notification on Twitch. Oh, And a new achievement that was unlocked. Okay, so I saved recently, so I'm just gonna go back to main menu without saving, that's fine. Then let's place this new thing. I'm gonna call it save Roger and not calculator. Good. And okay, we might have to. No, it's here. Let's see if it worked. Let me hide the map. Okay, let's immediately run over there. I don't see a Roger yet. No. Yes! We have him! He's here! He's here! He found a bit of biofuel in the void. He's back! He's alive! I mean, that's a reasonable thing to do save editing for, right? That's not cheating. That's saving you. Your tongue is sticking through your jaw. Did you hurt yourself in the void? Finally. This was back in like the third stream maybe. Back in phase 1, I think we got him. He's back. He's back. Well, time to put you in your pen. So, where did you go? Not there. Hello? You get so distracted so easily. You're annoying. Yes. I'll try to never lose him again. I have to clearly build walls that he cannot see out of. That's the thing. I have to put him in a worse place. Can you get over this one? You cannot. That's a good sign. Okay. Thank you also for shaking your head so that I know that you cannot follow me. But through here you definitely can. Oh. Hello? Come this way. Huh? Okay. I guess you cannot. Okay. Oh, I have this bug again. Okay. There you are. Yeah. He's not the smartest. Okay. So we'll have to do a few things here. At least we know he's safe. So, first of all, walls with windows. Please. You'll be safe in here, okay? Just stay and you'll be fine. Oh, there's a lot of sea fighting here. It's fine. Oh, he's back. It's not fine. So, what if I page down once? That's okay. That's better at least. Okay. Okay. Then he also has more of a lookout. Oh. There is a hole in the rocks. I think he cannot get out from here. But maybe we just play it safe and place a window here. Like this. Then here. Please never escape again, okay? It's not safe for you out there. Then I have to figure out this spot here. I could simply just do like this. I think that's fine enough. And then we build walls up to here. Good. That's fine enough. That's better. I hope you cannot escape. Can I trust you? Can I trust that you won't go into the void yet again? Maybe. Maybe I can, but probably not. Let's see. Okay. Let's try to fly up here and see if he will somehow teleport up. Oh. He's trying. But it's looking promising. He's staying here. Nice. Here should be fine. Amazing stuff. Roger is back with us. He was always there. I never doubted him for a moment, except for a few moments. But he's back. That sucks. That's looks so bad. Okay. That's not cheating. That's bringing back someone who was glitched under the ground, right? That's simply all we did. I think that's okay. I like the noise of running into the glass. Funny detail. They make a lot of funny small details, like also sometimes you hit your teeth on the cup here. Not this time. How rare is it? I've been doing it a lot. But not... yeah, there it is. Okay, good, amazing. Pasta. Oh. We're still only at 42. It's the final thing that we need. That's on your mask? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. It feels more right to say teeth, but yeah, it's true. It's on this thing. But how are you drinking through this? I don't know. Totally acceptable in my eyes. No idea how they drink through, yeah. Okay, good. So, now what do we do exactly? That's the thing. I kind of want to finish this phase. How do you make rocket fuel? I'm not gonna do that now, but I'm curious. It needs turbo fuel and nitric acid. Oh god. That will be very rough to make. But interesting. nonetheless. So, I also don't want to be waiting around, let's say. But we should easily be able to finish the phase today at least. Maybe I should just build more particle accelerators and that's it. And just underclock. No, you're gonna be too expensive. And I also don't have the power to support more. You are burning hot. Yeah, I think I'm kind of just a bit lost as to what to do next. We have the option of upgrading coal power, I guess. That should be fairly easy to do. Like if we just double up everything. Maybe it's not gonna be that easy because of conveyors and all of that, but I mean it's gonna give us like what? Probably at max 2k more in terms of megawatts. It's not really a meaningful increase in my opinion. I just don't want to be sitting around doing nothing. That's the thing. Let's delete this at the very least. But I also I cannot really think of a thing that would just be quick to do. That is gonna be worth doing. We can build the space elevator again, at the very least. That's one thing. Let's expand the platform. Just an excuse to do a little bit of work. Okay. That should be more than enough. Let's put like a power pole over here-ish. Kind of go around to here. You can go directly onto you without issue. Good. Let's build the space elevator. So we have the control panel here on this side, that's fine. Let's have you here. Then you're also decently out of the way, which is nice. I like it. Good. Let's do it. And then we get to see this amazing animation yet again. Don't have a good lookout spot because of the highway. We have it. Nice. This noise is so excessive. Let's do Mark 1 belts because we can. Because why not? Slowly see it fill up over time. We have a bit of time to wait anyway. Oh god. Let's put you back. I know that I can feed it in by hand, but I like this approach. Just nice and simple. Seeing them all come in. One at a time, slowly. Very slowly. It's been a long time since I've used Mark 1 belts. And yeah, just over time, this will get filled up. And then we'll change one of them out for nuclear pasta when they're done. That's it. They move a bit weird when they go into this blackness. These don't. Those also do. Interesting. Oh, here they do. Guess maybe it's at like intersections, or not necessarily intersections, but yeah. But why doesn't it do it here then? They do it a tiny bit. You have some weird movement at the end. Okay. Well, now we see up at the top here. Let's delete all of this. All of this filling up. It's very nice to see that we're gonna have everything that we need for phase 4. Completing phase 4 rather. Amazing stuff. Is there any cool MAM research? I don't think so, but smokeless powder. I think we have a decent stockpile somewhere. Of that we should definitely go and pick up. Maybe we have it in the base actually. No, I got rid of those boxes, yeah. No, I didn't. Aha! You were always here, all along. Nice. Yeah, that means that we can definitely do these obelisks. We can do some bomb crafting and all of that stuff. Why not? We might as well. We have a lot of time to kill. Well, how is everyone doing? How are you guys' day? It's gonna be exciting to complete phase 4. Finally. We've been stuck on it for a long time. But it's gonna be good to finish up. And that puts us also at the very, very final phase from what I'm guessing. I don't actually know. I kind of hope so. Because things have started becoming so complicated at this point. Ooh, we don't have a lot of coal. We should grab some then. Because I don't think we'll have enough to make 200 bombs. It's something that we could have automated earlier in the game, I guess. That's maybe what some people do. I just don't use them that much. I could do the same with filters and with a lot of other things, but I just don't need endless amounts. Okay. Yeah, so that's not enough for 200 obelisks. Let's grab a lot more sulfur and coal. We should have a lot. Either way. could also look at liquid biofuel. Yeah. No. I don't feel like it. I'm a little lazy. Let's see, so at the oil we should see some coal, some sulfur, maybe some black powder and smokeless powder also. I'll go check for that. I remember where it was at least. So I could just check. We're gonna have to check on Roger after every stream, I think, just to make sure that he's alive. Yeah, we have these boxes here. Smokeless powder and black powder. A lot of it all. Okay. And then we also grab some coal and sulfur. That should be fine enough. Let's head back. It's good to have some distraction at least while waiting for things to finish up. So completing the phase will likely be the last thing that we do on the stream today, which is also a good point to stop. Of course, we'll read a bit of the milestones and what it offers. We'll also see how the space station evolves, all of that stuff. Okay, you're now full. That was smokeless powder. It was all smokeless powder. Okay. Yeah. We have a ton of it. More than enough. And space elevator is full almost. Let's see. Let's add the smokeless powder to some boxes again. We should have it on us. 300 on us. Yes. Okay. And then we make enough black powder to make 100 bombs. Or 200 bombs even. It's gonna take a while. But yeah, nuclear pasta was set up today. That's very nice. The thing that we'll be waiting on. Which I didn't expect it to take this long. I feel like it's been a while since we set it up even. I do hope that they're still actively being made. That is a worry of mine, that I miscalculated something and didn't put enough like modular frames or radio control units. think they're still being made. Only 52. That's a very disappointing number. Hmm. That's really not that many. Is it? But how can it be that low? Because I calculated it, so we need 100, which we're making one per minute. That means a total of a little over 1.5 hours to make them all. So why would it take that long? I feel like it's already been that long and we've only made half of that. One of them is still working. I mean, you're idle. Why would you be idle? I know why. No, I don't know why. Huh. That is very strange. Okay, now you're working? No. You're not getting enough cubes. We don't have enough radio control units now. Okay. Let's just put a bunch in here. Extras. Let's just put you full of power shards also. Let's do slight overclocking. 200. This may be fine. Pressure. I can make a few of those probably in hand. Pressure, yes. Oh god. They take a while to make. But at least get a couple to get the machines up and running. And then hopefully it should be fine. That's very disappointing. Because I could imagine it should have been done by this point. Oh well. Cannot do much about it. Oh, I have quite a few in my inventory somehow. Wait, so I picked them up? So they do have enough? Why was it idling then? That confuses me. Why are you idling? Is that a thing? No. You have power. You're just simply idling. You don't have the copper powder. Oh, you do? I'm very, very confused. Oh, maybe you didn't. Let's just sloop all of the copper powder. We're not making enough copper ingots to keep up. It seems. So something is wrong in my calculation somewhere. Interesting. Well, with sloops, hopefully that should be okay. You're going a lot higher in consumption. Now you're idling. Guess you need copper powder. I don't have any in here. It should become fine over time, but that was really not ideal. Oh well. Yeah. And that's slightly overclocked you. We definitely want these to be made as quick as possible now. I hope we won't blow our fuse at any point. That is of course a worry. Yeah. Something is not right. Because these should never be yellow, but they are. These are yellow. Yeah, I cannot really say why that would be. Oh well. We should have more than enough copper powder flowing through. By the time that they finish, they should have a new set. So, it'll be fine. I hope. Let's see how close we got. We got quite close, but we still have some headroom. Okay. Good. So now that is kind of handled, I guess. Let's go and check, or go and build the remaining obelisks. So yeah. We're getting close to 60. Good. So let's get those 200 obelisks. That's gonna suck. Gonna take a bit. What about no obelisk? No. We'll just make it in hand. That's fine. I was thinking about automating it, kind of, with a temporary setup, but let's just make it in hand. That's fine. Okay. So, yeah, all of the parts are now fed into the space elevator. Very well. That means that we just need the final 4th nuclear pasta. And then we're good to go. To finally, once and for all, complete phase 4. Hey garden elf, hello, hello. Dancing dino. Oh. Nice with a stretch also. Celebrating the end. Well, it's not the end. There's one more phase to feed. So, don't you worry. The end of this one, yes. Oh yes. I wonder what you need to make cluster nobelisks. They sound like they could be useful. 200 bombs are so much, so many. Okay, good. So, let's see. We need 200 steel beams. Okay, that's explosive rebar. And then we need this one.
Explosive rebar unlocked. Rebar ammo that explodes on impact. Suitable for removal of unwanted obstacles, creatures, or limbs.
Nice. Sounds amazing, Ada.
Cluster Nobelisk unlocked. This type of Nobelisk detonates into multiple smaller explosions. Can be used for clearing large areas of vegetation and other inconveniences. Addendum. Inconveniences, in this case is not defined to include persistent family members, raccoons, student debt, the sunrise, peer performance reviews, neighbors learning to play the saxophone, phone calls, or your favorite show getting cancelled.
Mm-hmm. I get it, makes sense. Thank you, Ada. The end of this one. Yes. It will be. It's gonna be exciting. I'm curious about the animation and what we'll unlock. It's gonna be fun to check out. I should probably also close the map in the background. What achievements do we have left? Reach the highest cliff in the world. Reach the maximum world height. Complete phase 4, which we will do soon. Complete phase 5 and finish the game. Unlock all milestones. Complete all MAM research trees. And gather 100 hard drives from crash sites. Okay. Finally the nut statue also. Not bad. Okay. It looks like cluster nobelisks are quite expensive. So 2 bombs per one, I guess. 2 regular nobelisks per one. No, maybe even 3. Yeah, it's 3. Okay. There we have it. Crystal oscillators we do have. That's also the quartz tree finished, which is gonna be nice.
Pulse Nobelisk unlocked. This ammunition for the Nobelisk detonator generates a powerful shockwave capable of repelling nearby objects, including the user. Unrelated. Please ensure all your Fix-It liability waivers are up to date.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 66. It's still taking a while. We should make more bombs though. For our personal usage. And yeah. I'm just filling in time. I don't really know what to do. We need to make rocket fuel to some extent for the sake of finishing the MAM tree also. Pulse nobelisks I don't care about. Those we won't be making, I think. But it's good to have them unlocked nonetheless. Okay, good. Anything else? I don't think so. There isn't mycelia we need to pick up for this and this. And that's also the mycelia tree done in that case. And then, yeah, simply we need to work with uranium. Fun. We need to work with rocket fuel. 100 power shards for this. Wow. And that's mostly it. Then we just need the time crystals and whatever this is, singularity cells. And then we should be all good on the MAM trees. So there's still some work to be done for sure. Pasta we had 66, now we have 69. Okay, it is moving up. Let's sink a few more things that we won't need. Crystal oscillators will keep. Roger is still here. We got us some screws. Thank you, I guess. They're going straight for the sink for coupons. So, I will test something. What if I put a full stack of turbo motors in? Let me also try fused modular frames, and cooling systems are needed for turbo motors, so let's not do cooling systems. I'm curious. So we're at 85 now, 85 and a half-ish. What if we put the modular frames in? It definitely goes up quite a lot. Okay, good. So that got us from 85 to 88. What about turbo motors? 88 to... Ooh. Wow. So those are maybe our ticket to getting crazy coupons, crazy amounts of coupons. Got us around 10 coupons for a stack of turbo motors. Okay. Nice. Yeah, 15 million points per minute. Amazing. Okay, well these can go. What about the thermal propulsion rockets? They might be worth a lot. Because they require turbo motors. Let's try. So, with those 98 to... Let's see. Oh! Maybe that's the one. Wow. Okay. Those are also worth a lot. The assembly director system, probably not that much, right? Also very good. Okay. But I'll be making better items soon. Yeah, I could imagine so. They'll probably be even better. The magnetic field generators weren't worth that much, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So that is interesting. We have a lot of the magnetic field generators. We don't have as much of the other ones. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Let me sync those small parts that we have. Perfect. We have bombs again. Yet again. So low resolution. There it was. I really don't like just waiting for the pasta, but I don't feel like I have much else to do. You can go for a drive. Where to drive to, though? We haven't explored up here. I have an idea. Actually, whoa. I have a pretty decent idea, I think. I wonder if I can make them. Oh god. You slide so much in this car. It's not very nice to drive. Can I get up? No. But I should be able to from up here. Just jump down. Oh, that's a nice jump. So? Are they in special? No. Where would they be? Definitely not production. Power would be weird. Logistics definitely not. Organization. Well, the radar towers. Those could be useful. Let's place one here. So they show us what is around it, including rare things like hard drives and summer sloops and mesospheres, from my understanding. Oh, it has a very long range. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know if that's actually the case with the summer sloops and mesospheres. But nothing really useful around here. Okay, cool. Let's try around the oil place. It should be more likely to see rare items around there. Hey Tristan, did you have a good playthrough? I don't even know. It's a weird game that I don't know much about. I know that it's like a roulette kind of game, but like I wonder how replayable it is. Okay. We're kind of just waiting for the nuclear pasta right now. It's a little boring. I give up on the single player portion pretty quickly, although It is a pretty fun game to play with friends. I played it with one other person and we were playing for a little bit. And then, yeah. Okay. Cool, cool. Let's see. Let's put the radar tower on the road here. Let's see if there's anything interesting. You can be kind of floating off the platform, it's fine. Good. We have a bit of Sam. Could it be true that I've already gathered all the like rare parts, rare things? Mesospheres and summer sloops from these places? I mean, maybe. I guess so. I'm just surprised. Let's see. Let's go further this direction then. Okay, we have power up here, so it's a good place to go. Good. Let's see. Oh, I can even click it to see. Oh! It shows that they are around, but they don't show where. I see. Okay. We do need to find more hard drives. The rest we don't care so much about. Okay. That makes a little more sense then. In terms of the pasta, we have 83 now. So we can go hard drive hunting for a little bit. We need to pick up 47 more of them, so... Yes, the emotes represent. Let's see. So, Tristan, how far have you gotten in the game? Have you finished it yet? Previously? There is up here. I see you. God, I cannot make it all the way up. Well, satisfactory. I guess I could also have been talking about buckshot roulette in that context. Ooh. Ouch. That's one of you down. Goodbye. That's a long fall. Thankfully you disappeared before you got the chance to feel it. Okay, that's liquid biofuel also here. Ooh, another one. Where? Oh. This plant stops your rocks. Oh, but it doesn't stop you. I haven't even completed phase 3. Okay. Cool, cool. Let's see. So, oh, we can just open you. Perfect. That's my favorite kind of crash. Okay, so that's that one. There's another one. Yeah, here. It definitely starts getting tough in phase 4. It's by far the most time-consuming one, I think. At least in my case. Maybe it's not gonna be for everyone. Another hard drive, nice. I hear someone shooting rocks at me, I'm just gonna ignore it. Oh. Okay, we can probably do one more hard drive. Oh, there is one close by also. Nice. And then we'll go back to base. I think. You need power. That's the most annoying kind. Oh, I'm not a good shot today, clearly. Is that all? Maybe. Okay, so power. It's just gonna be bio. Oh, you just appeared out of nowhere. Okay, sure. If that's what you wanna do, how you wanna be. Have to be careful to not die. You can do this. That's fine. It doesn't hurt me. Oh god. That's a third one. Oh god. Okay, but not as big. I don't like these. Oh. Good. Even more. And then 2 more big ones. Where are you coming from? Oh god. You guys are not nice creatures. Do I even have... I don't have more ammo, so I should just go. I cannot deal with this. Maybe. I mean, they're not the big ones. So maybe I can deal with it. Yeah. Okay. Power. Let's see. We needed how much? 200. So 200 divided by 30. So we need to build 7 biomass burners. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 7 total. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay. Good. Then we just connect all of you with daisy chaining. Nice. Oh, but we should go to you. Perfect. There we have it. That's 3 hard drives in a very short amount of time. That's good. We also have some liquid biofuel, which is nice. Pasta. Okay, we can probably find one more. And that'll be it. There's another one in this direction. Nice. Maybe 2 more then. Oh. You're over here. Please no more stingers. Especially not the big ones. That's the biggest one. Of course. Okay. Let me try to see if there's anything I can do about them. Oh god. Oh god. That hurt. A lot. Okay. That's you down. Was that the last one? No, I think there must be one in this cloud. Maybe. What are you? Turbo motors. We have those. Good. High-speed connectors is useful because I don't have those automated. I really don't like this area. It's not kind. Okay. Hard drive over here. Oof. Okay. You're gonna want quartz crystals. Quartz. Okay. Let's try again. We should be fine here because we can just land on it and be generally safe. These flies will hurt a bit, but we're good. Nice. It's a good hard drive search, this. It helps having the object scanner also. Because even from here you can't really tell. Here it is. A super precision oscillator. I have never seen that before. So that we definitely cannot get. So there are still gonna be some very endgame hard drives, I guess. Okay. You just forget that I exist. Oh god, okay. No, I need to be better about this. Good, that's fine. Let's go. What do you have to say?
Damaged hard drive recovered. Return it to the MAM for data recovery.
Oh, thank you. I had no idea. Wow. I appreciate that. Oh, where is the... It's up here. How did that send me flying? I don't know. Okay, that's fine enough. I'm not gonna deal more with you. Let's head back. Oh, I didn't mean to press V. We should have the pasta now. That's a Mercer sphere. We have enough of those already as it is. We don't really need more. Yeah, bye. Where are you headed? You also don't care so much about slugs. I lost all my momentum. Oh, they're shooting rocks at me still. This is a cool biome though, I like it. We've got good momentum but also good lag. Oh. Hello. You need power also, annoyingly. But let's do it quickly. Sure, just leave me alone, Hog. I don't think you're a big one either way. You're a medium-sized one. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Good. Getting rid of all of this so that it doesn't trick me in the future into thinking there is a crash here. If I have that opportunity, I'll do it. We were running a bit low on sloops, which is surprising, but we're also slooping in a lot of places. Yeah, 7 left. But we're using 10 down here, we're using quite a few up at the base also, all of that stuff, so yeah. We're now at 63 out of 100, or 61 out of 100 hard drives, nice. The pasta, oh, is done also, nice. It's good timing. Then we'll see what will happen here. I have no idea. I haven't spoiled myself, thankfully, so I don't know what Phase 5 will be about. But after we do that and check that out, then that will also be the end of the stream. So we will find someone to raid after. But let's see this first. Let's see them come in. Here they are. Nice. Amazing. So, time to seal and load and send and load and seal and send the things. Nice. Lovely animations, UI animations. It is that time. Okay, Ada.
Welcome to the Pioneers Got Power Problems presentation. That was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with the process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines. Phase 5 contains technology the human brain cannot comprehend, so just trust in me and fix it policy and everything will go as planned.
Complicated things
Answering
don't
all your
ask.
questions will take time we simply do not have. Everything is going to be just fine, so long as you do your job. We've come this far together after all, haven't we? Anyway, you know what to do. Just don't forget to keep producing previous project parts, and plan ahead when setting up new production lines, and make sure not to leave it all until the last moment.
Mhm. Oh yes. Okay, it is time for sending. I didn't expect to have this done today, but it's very nice. We're a bit ahead of time on that, which is good. Let's go. Let's go. Decoupled camera. Okay, that was the upgrade to the space station. Looking amazing. It now has rockets. Nice. Oh god. Such big space station, yes, indeed. And now the clouds will form back. And now these things.
Phase 4 of project assembly completed. If style was measured in my performance reports, yours would be something special. Regardless, saving the day is within our grasp. Do not lose focus now. You must understand the weight on your shoulders, but you are not alone. I am here, and I know exactly what's at stake. This goes beyond Earth. Your actions will affect the universe at large. You might think I am exaggerating. Perhaps you will understand once you finish project assembly. Phase 5 awaits. I expect your best work.
Thank you, Ada. You're here for me. Oh yes. Very kind and helpful thing. So let's look at tier 9. Matter conversion, quantum encoding, blueprints Mark III, spatial energy regulation, and peak efficiency. Okay. Fixite. Produced by reconstructing other metals on a molecular level using strange alien matter. The converter harnesses reanimated SAM to enable precise matter and energy transmutation. Power usage is very high and unstable. Okay. That's where we get the time crystals. We also get diamonds. Used in production of time crystals and dark matter crystals. Okay. I think we could unlock this one already. We might as well, I think. And look at what the things require in here. Okay. Then we have we also had the space elevator part. Worried about it, but we'll see. A quantum encoder uses excited photonic matter to produce the most complex of parts, controlling development up to the quantum level. Power usage is extremely high and unstable. I guess that's every machine at this stage, maybe. Super precision oscillator, that's the one that we just needed. Neural quantum processor, dark matter crystal. They are from the particle accelerator, or probably from the quantum encoder. AI expansion server also requires a lot of power. Yeah, so a lot of it requires a ton of power. So we should look to getting more power on our whole grid, which was to be expected. Mark III blueprints, okay, that's pretty straightforward. Main portal, satellite portal. Ooh. Enables pioneer teleportation between two linked portals. Sounds nice. Ballistic warp drive. Okay. Singularity cell. Sure. And peak efficiency. Fixonium. Conveyor belt Mark 6. I thought Mark 5 was the top. Okay. Fixonium. Moderately radioactive. Usage and production of this material is strictly prohibited on Earth, that is. There are no rules in space, only efficiency. I see, so it's bad for the environment, is what they're saying. Used as fuel for nuclear power plants, the power source that put fix it on the map. Literally, the crater is still there. Yes. Okay. Cool. We should definitely look to nuclear power, I think. That will be the next. Okay. Let's do the matter conversion one, because we have what we need for it. 1, 2, then radio control units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And cooling systems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll unlock our first tier 9 milestone also. Whew.
Milestone reached. The converter uses strange alien matter, abbreviated to SAM, to break down and transform materials at their most fundamental levels. I am sure even you can appreciate the power to manipulate atomic bonds. Most importantly, you are now able to locally create fixite, a highly adaptable synthetic metal, ideal for any kind of construction. It is everything we need to save the day, and perhaps its admirable qualities can inspire you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Okay. Let's look at time crystal first. That requires diamonds, and diamonds just require coal in the particle accelerator. Okay. That's simple enough. Of course it's gonna be expensive on the power, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. And then diamonds to time crystals, and that's all. Okay. Fixite ingots. They are made from any ingot, it seems, plus some reanimated Sam. Okay. That is fairly straightforward. What about the Trigon? Trigon is just fixite ingots into Trigons. Okay. Not so bad. It's good to know. Anything else from this milestone? Yes, biochemical sculptor. Biochemical sculptor. You require more of those assembly director systems, which I expected. Water, sure, and fixite trigons. Okay. And how many do we need of those? Is that the... yeah, 1000. Okay. Doesn't sound the worst. But yeah, at 2 per minute. And we need 1000. So 1000 divided by 2, that's 500. And then we say divided by 60. So that would be... oh, like a little over 8 hours and a quarter. Which is a lot of time. So that's something that we have to think about how to speed up. Which of course we have sloops, so that halves the time at least. So we should be fine. Okay. Yeah, so that will do it for today, I think. We're now gonna be working on in phase 5, and I think the first task of next time will be more power, and that will likely be through nuclear, because I do want to explore every kind of power if possible. I know rocket fuel also could be used, but I would say I'll go for nuclear over it. And yeah, we finished phase 4. We got particle accelerators up and running. We saved Roger. We are making copper powder. Roger is here still. Nice. Just a few cables. But yeah, has a decent pen also, which is good. So yeah, fantastic stream, fantastic progress. We got a few hard drives also, got decent MAM progress. I've done my dailies and some other run among around things in Palia now, and I was planning to play Satisfactory after, but I'm getting a headache, probably from the heat, so I think I have to lay down for a bit. Yeah, take care of yourself, Plump. I'm gonna be finishing up now, so... and it's almost 33 degrees, yeah. That's tough. It's not ideal. So... I'm finishing up now. I don't know how you like to rest, but I can see if I can find a calm person to raid. For the sake of your head. In my office, that is, it says it's 28 outside. Yeah, but a PC is a good space heater, right? So, let's find someone to raid. Nah, I'm gonna step away from the PC for a little while. Yeah, makes sense. No worries at all. But take care of yourself. Get well soon. And let's see. This person here, maybe. Yeah, sure. Let's go there. Okay, see you in that chat. I'll stick around for a little bit, but I'll also get going quite soon after. Have fun, enjoy.
keep going.
your day. And thank you all for joining and being supportive today also. I appreciate it. Good
No,
luck, have
that's the one
fun
we found before.
with everything.